myself, and the company Gaspari Nutrition is pushing more the classic physique. And why did it actually go away? Is I think in the past years, when I got out of bodybuilding back in the mid-90s, the bodybuilding transitioned with guys like Dorian Yates that were there for just mass, and the audience were looking at guys more for that size, and not necessarily looking at the aesthetics that the bodybuilders had back when I competed, doing vacuums and such. Fast forward to today, into the 2016, and now the millennials are looking at bodybuilders that like myself and Lee Labrada and Sean Ray, are looking at those type of physiques and saying, wow, I want to look like that. Guys today that compete in the Mr. Olympia, the top 5 can't even do a vacuum. That's a big part of bodybuilding. So I believe a lot of the younger bodybuilders, or a lot of younger guys, millennials that are now looking at bodybuilding, want to have more of that classic look. When making tweaks to establish a classic physique, it's very important that you have to look at the aesthetics. Today's bodybuilders, when they just want to build on mass, do a lot of exercises like really heavy squats or really heavy deadlifts. And what they don't know is by doing those type of exercises, they do grow the mass, but then they also make your waist thick. So you have to, once you start growing muscles to a point where you're trying to grow more width and smaller waist, you may have to cut out exercises like deadlifts or cut out doing really heavy squats, because it does change the aesthetics of your physique. Well, when I competed in bodybuilding, I've seen a lot of changes. First off, bodybuilding was based off more of the mass type of bodies, and I see it starting to shift more to aesthetics. When I was in bodybuilding, a posing routine was very important. So even the worst poser had great routines because they were scored. Today's bodybuilders are not scored. Until the Arnold Classic, they started scoring now the posing routine, which I think shows more of a show than just guys just posing. So in the next 10 to 20 years, you're gonna see shifts of more of the aesthetic type of bodybuilders that we're calling now classic physique, and a lot more showmanship, because it becomes very boring just to see guys hit shots and go from one stage to the other, left to right. So we want to see more of a show, and more something like, today's bodybuilders like Kai Green, who has great routines. Social media has become a big influence in fitness and in a lot of industries. First off, people grow their followings, and now you have these super, social media phenomenons that have never competed in a show and have 2 million followers, and now have young kids following them. So it's very important that even a very well-established athlete really looks at social media. And we're seeing a shift where a lot of the great bodybuilders that are now competing are actually using social media to grow. And that's their brand. So social media is going to be a big part of anyone to build their own brand, and that's being themselves. Well, the tips in fitness is, first off, you need to crawl before you run. And a lot of people need to know the basics in training, getting into the training aspects of training, 3 days a week, using the basic exercises and building that framework of muscle on their body, and then starting to sculpt the body to look like a classic physique. A lot of times people go to the gym thinking they can train 6 days a week, hitting the gym real hard, and end up really not getting into training properly because they're overtraining and they don't know what they're doing. So start from a crawl space, from beginning, intermediate, and advanced, and do that with your exercises. Start learning your body, learn what body parts grow more, what body parts lag, and try to develop a very aesthetic, balanced physique. Well, with Gaspari Nutrition, what's very exciting about the new and improved Gaspari Nutrition is that we're actually going back to the drawing board to a lot of the older products that made Gaspari big, and we're calling them the legacy products. And what's great is, classic bodybuilding legacy, the legacy products of the brand when we first started. Super Pump 250 was one of my #1 pre-workouts. At a time, it was one of the best pre-workouts. We are now bringing it back, and people are as excited as anything to see that product as a pre-workout come back to the marketplace. Plasma Jet was a huge product. It was a nitric oxide product. People loved it to get that great pump. Used it right before they got on stage, get that blood flow. Well, we're producing it again, improving it with today's technology. Instead of taking 10 pills, 4 pills. So that's coming back. Along with the other products like Haladrol, Novadex XT, we're coming up with a new fat burner called Arson, which is going to be a really hot, hardcore fat burner that's coming to the marketplace. So what's happening with Gaspari Nutrition is we have a whole array of products that are coming into 2016 all the way into 2018. So watch out, Gaspari is back, bigger, better, and more innovative than ever. Well, when I was growing up, the top bodybuilder that I looked up to, of course, like many other bodybuilders, was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got to see, pictures of him in the old muscle magazines when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, and I was so impressed with them. I wanted to look like him. I thought he was a superhero. Guys like Lou Ferrigno are also very impressed with, and Frank Zane, and those type of bodybuilders are the bodybuilders that I saw when I was a kid. A typical day in the life of Rich Gaspari is pretty boring, I would think. What we do is, first of all, I'm a workhorse. I love to do what I do with my company. What's great is I have an office with a gym, so the first thing in the morning, I still follow a bodybuilding lifestyle, eat 5 to 6 meals a day, so I prepare my meals early in the morning, get to the gym early, do my training, and then start the day working, with sales, with marketing, and such, and then just come up with ideas to grow the company. So besides that, being with my girlfriend, having time with my daughter are things that I do.